Good evening. We now begin our memorial concluding service, and I want to thank you all for your love of God, your patience, your prayers, and your great respect and love for the Lord our God. We begin our service with Charlene, our student rabbi, beginning the service with the special song, Mi Ha'ish.
Mi ha'ish hechafetz chayim ohev yamim lirato nitzor v'shal michameira uspatecha midaber mirma so Bakish Shalom Virot Vehu Mi Ha'ish Echafetz Chayim Ohev Yamim Ohev Yamim
We continue with Shivit.
Shiviti Adonai lanekti tamid ki mimini bolemon lachen samach libi vayagel kivodi af besari yishkor Ki lo tazov nafshi lishon lo titein chatzecha lerot zachatoni orachayim Sova semachot et panecha neimot binin chanetzach shiviti Adonai lanegdi tamid ki mimini bo
The last prayer we say at the conclusion of Yom Kippur is the Shema prayer. There are three, there's a phrase we say, but it's not a prayer. The Shema prayer is the last prayer we say at the conclusion of Yom Kippur services. Shema is also the prayer I say with the family when I'm called to the deathbed of a loved one. The rabbis writing in our holy books over hundreds of years ago compare Yom Kippur to a day of death. See, physical activities are suppressed completely, whereas spiritual activities are heightened. We don't eat on Yom Kippur. We don't drink. We don't shave. We don't have sex. We wear white. We pray all day. We try to visualize, doing our best, the presence of God. We want to connect with God all day through prayer. We try our best to move into the spiritual worlds so we can see and hear with our souls those people who are no longer on earth. We do this by becoming very spiritual, so that in many ways we can be like them. We want to share our souls with them. When someone dies, our Kabbalah asks us to visualize them, speak with them, at least 5 times every year. The anniversary of their death, and the 4 different Yiskors on Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Pesach, and Shavuos. When we visualize and speak with those we have loved, we are increasing the energy of their soul. Can you imagine that? This afternoon we can touch the souls of those who have passed to the next level of life. Your brother, your mother, your father, your child. Visualize them and privately speak with them. Even though they have passed to the next level of life, if you visualize them, if you speak with them, they will hear you. The great Rabbi Baal Shem Tov tells us today, speak with them. It gives me the chills. Your loved ones may have passed from this level of life to the next, but they feel your energy, they hear your voice, they experience your energy. That's why the Yiskor service, the memorial service, is so well attended. It is as if they are calling you, come. I want to hear once again how much you love me. I want to tell you how much I love you. One of the great spiritual books is called Sha'arei Kedusha. It tells the story of Chaim Vital. He's preaching on Yom Kippur afternoon, and he shouts, my friends, every person in this congregation, myself included, is going to die. So everyone was alarmed, except for one man in the 3rd row. That man smiled a big smile. Rabbi Vidal said to that man, why are you smiling? The man said, I'm not from this congregation. I'm just visiting my sister. Very nice, very nice. He may not be from this congregation. Some of you may not be from this congregation. But today, we all have the opportunity to visualize and talk with those we loved when they were with us here on earth. Now they're in heaven. I used to love to spend the Sabbath with my grandpapa, both grandpapas. Both were rabbis, but I preferred spending Sabbath with Zadie Scheinman rather than Zadie Goldhammer. Zadie Goldhammer only spoke German and Yiddish. His Orthodox synagogue was really Orthodox. My mother's father, Zadie Scheinman, well, it was like a modern Orthodox. It really wasn't that modern, except that he preached in English. After services, we went to his home, and as I look back, I see that Zadie was the first green person I knew, because I remember how he converted yahrzeit glasses into orange juice glasses. I mean, first the glass had a candle, okay? You go to the grocery store, you can buy the glass with the candle. We bought them at the grocery store. Then when the yahrzeit candle burned out, you'd wash the wax residue out of the glass. And voila, you have a juice glass. Most of my childhood, a yahrzeit candle became a future treat. A glass of cold oranges. Or if it was good, a glass of Canada Dry, ginger ale. When I became older, senior in high school, my Zadie gave me a highball. A little bit of yahrzeit with ginger ale and Seagram's whiskey. When we light a yahrzeit candle, it's customary to say Shema. There's no law that says we have to. We don't say, praise are you, Lord our God, who has commanded us to light the yahrzeit. Look at the word yahrzeit. It's not a Yiddish word, it's a German word. Lighting a candle in remembrance is just a folk practice. Many of us light the yahrzeit candle just before Yom Kippur starts. And every time I light the candle, I think of my mom and my dad and my Zadis, and my uncles and my aunts who nurtured and taught me life's lessons. Yeah, Peggy lights one electrical candle for all her family members who have passed away. I light 6 candles for my parents and grandparents. When I turn off the lights and watch my 6 candles burn, it seems more spiritual than Peggy's one lonely electric candle. But Peggy worries about the cats and open flames. Me, not so much. When I lit the candles last night, I thought about my loved ones, the same way you thought about your loved ones. I had different visual memories of my dad, mom, and Zadie's. And this afternoon again, I remembered them when they were old. Of course, I remember them when they were young. My father teaching me to drive a car. My father was not successful. Well, not successful. I remember my father teaching me to throw a ball and bat. He was very good in baseball. My father took me to all the games in Montreal. We had a baseball team called the Montreal Royals. I love baseball. I love looking at the games and playing the game. I look back and I remember my Zadie's preaching. My Zadie's inspired me to become a rabbi, as did my mom. I also visualized so many members of this synagogue who I became close with. Nona, your father Elliot, loved and cherished his boat. And you loved going out on it with him. You missed it, I know you missed it. That's what I'm telling you. To make you miss something. That was a long time ago. I'm sorry. Yeah, not that sad. That was a long time ago, but you can still remember it today. And of course, Linda remembers David. And they watched many YouTube lectures. I do know, I'll be speaking about this. Oh no, I won't be speaking about this because I am speaking about this today. Getting mixed up. David has his, I'm giving David's eulogy now, but you know what I mean. Ken, you were, I remember your mom was a classy lady. She looked rich. She was proud of Zach and Rachel's B'nai Mitzvah. And Charlene, Peggy told me Herb enjoyed baking with Ken.
Taught him how to make a challah.
Who taught who?
Herb taught Ken.
Tim taught Ken. Ron Rogers, he's not here. I'm surprised because he loved to speak a little French with me at the Yiskor service because his mom spoke French fluently. His mom just spoke French. Surprised not here. Peggy, I'll always remember how every time I would visit your parents, your dad would give me money. Here, take this. He'd give me some money. And he wanted me to take you out for dinner, and he said, keep the rest for yourself. It's okay. Money's okay. The Hebrew word Yiskor means, let God remember. So please God, remember my father, remember my mother, take note of my special uncle. Don't forget my child who died way too early. Make sure that the angels love my child. This afternoon is amazing. God has given us the opportunity to speak directly to God. nice. In a moment, we'll read the names privately. Those of us who want to watch this, well, actually tomorrow night's we watch it on television, on YouTube, because we can watch, what is this, Yom Kippur, and we can watch Rosh Hashanah. Yeah. You know, here's a meditation you should do. God requires that we focus on a person we're praying for. Here's a short way, but the best way to do Yiskor. Visualize the person you love. Suppose you visualize her, Gertie. Visualize and imagine a dot in your heart. And then visualize a dot in the heart of her. See, so dot in your heart, dot in the heart of her, connect, and then visualize a ray of light connecting your dot with his dot. Or do the same with your mom. This is called Nekudat Halev. The line connecting the two dots is called. It's a Kabbalistic meditation. If you are asking God to remember and care for your dad or your mother, who you love, visualize the Kav Nekudat Halev, the ray of light between you and the one you love. This is how you can send love and koach and ruach, love and energy to the soul of your cherished loved ones. If you do this special meditation, you are doing Yiskor in the most strong way. Kav Nekudat Halev. Line connecting two dots. Kav Nekudat Halev. You remember. Yiskor, let him remember. Amen.
Charlene, perhaps you can sing the 23rd Psalm first.
Yeah, 23rd Psalm. Well, I was going to do it later, but we can sing it now.
Okay.
Before the Kaddish?
Before.
Okay. 23rd Psalm. It's so pretty. Sing it in Hebrew, please.
Mizmor leDavid, Adonai Rawi lo echsan, B'inot deshe yar b'tzeini, Amenuchot yanalei. Nafshi yeshover, nafshi yeshover, yancheni b'magnet tzedek, b'ma'am shamor, gam ki lo mirara ki ata imadi shivtecha u'mishantecha shivtecha u'mishantecha yevayanahani taroch lefanai shulchan taroch lefanai shulchan taroch lefanai shulchan neged zorai dishanta v'shemen dishanta v'shemen roshi dishanta v'shemen roshi ozirei
Kathy.
El Malay Rachamim. El Malay.
And right before we do El Malay, we remember the people in our communities who passed away this year. There's some people we were so close to, as you said, who died unexpectedly, and our sympathy to Linda Clark on the passing of David, and Allison Brown on the passing of Ben. As Rabbi, in all Jewish funerals, there are two prayers that are always said. First is El Malay Rachamim. That's the prayer that takes the angels, brings to the gates, and the Kaddish is the prayer that opens the key. So we will read the names of the people in our community, and then Shar will sing El Malay, and we'll conclude with Kaddish. Today, we remember David Clark, Roy Puccini, Lolly Rosengarten, Ben Brown, Ann Abrams Glott, Marilyn Ferdinand, Barbara Wolkin, Dr. Richard Kaufman, Frank Levy, Ernest Bukowski, Michael Fain, Marjorie Barron, Maria Gordon, Millie Levy, Marlon Abramson, Jules Knapp, precious soul of Max Randall, Judd Weinberg, Dina Stickold, Fran Frano, Kiki Lampert, Fred Korch, Stephanie Robinson, Rose Mandel, Charles and Marjorie Baronick, Robert Gordon, Aaron Glassenberg, Jordan Reiser, and Liesl Meyer, and Raya Noraputskaya. And today is Yahrzeit for Rabbi's beautiful mother, Jean Goldhamer. Mark Braun, Hector Rivera, Sam Becker, Jerry Schulman, Benjamin Wernicott, Michael Cantor, Samuel Umansky, Roger Rogers, and Anna Fox. El Malay Rachamim.
El Malay Rachamim, Shochen Bamromim, Amatzei Menecha, Nechonat Achat Anfei, Hashechina, Yim Kedoshim, Utorim, Kizahar, Harakia, Mazirim, Lenishmot, Yakirenu Shavu, Leolam, Ba'al Rachamim, Yastim, Besetet Kenafav Leolam, Pitron, Pitron, Achayim, et Nishmatam, Adonai hu Nachatam, B'Yanuzah, B'Shalom, Al Mishkacham,
The Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'amad Divrah Kirotei, V'notei, V'chayei Chom, V'yomei Chom, V'chayei Chom, Beit Yisrael, V'an Karim, V'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shnei Rabban Barak, V'lomo Me'el Maya, Yitbarach Yishtabach, V'yibar, V'yiman, V'yitnaser, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shmei Kudusha, V'yitko, V'yidlam, V'kol V'chata V'sharata, Tushbachata V'nechamata, V'amiram V'alma, V'yimru,
Amen.
Yehei Shlama Rabba V'shamayim, V'chayim Chayim, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom V'yimrama, U'yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. And now I ask Rabbi Goldhammer
Page, please.
to lead us in our concluding prayers, beginning with Al Chet.
What page, please?
225.
Okay. The essence of Yom Kippur. Al chet shechatan lefanecha v'onus v'ratzon. The sin we have sinned against thee, and distress with the choice.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, באונס וברצון.
Al chet shechatan lefanecha b'galui v'sati. For the sin we have sinned against thee openly, or in secret.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, בגלוי ובעשיתם.
Al chet shechatan lefanecha b'zadon levish k'ka'ah. For the sin we have sinned against thee in stubbornness or in error.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, בזדון ובשתיקה.
Al chet shechatanu lefanecha b'harhor halev, for the sin we have sinned against thee in the evil meditation of the heart.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, בהר הלב.
Al chet shechatanu lefanecha b'dibur peh, for the sin we have sinned against thee by word of mouth.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, בדיבור פה.
Al chet shechatanu lefanecha b'chozek yad, for the sin we have sinned against thee by word of mouth, for the sin we have sinned against thee by abuse of power.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, בחוזק יד.
Al chet shechatanu lefanecha b'chilchul Hashem, for the sin we have sinned against thee by the profanation of your name.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, בחילול השם.
Chet shatan levanecha b'zilzul holim, holim tapim, for the sin we have sinned against thee by not respecting parents and teachers and children.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, בזלזול הורים ומורים וטפים.
Al chet shechatanu lefanecha b'honait tzdiat reya, for the sin we have sinned against thee by exploiting or dealing treacherously with our neighbor.
אחרי שחטאנו לפניך, בהנאי וצדיעת ראיה.
V'al kula menu haslichot. Salach lanu, chal lanu, kaper lanu. V'al kula menu haslichot. Salach lanu, v'chal lanu, kaper lanu. Yes. For all these sins.
ויום כולם אלוהי סליחות, סלח לנו, לך לנו, כפר לנו. ויום כולם אלוהי סליחות, סלח לנו, לך לנו, סלח לנו, לך לנו.
We're on page 349. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקודש ברוך הוא. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים.
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים למלך מלכי החיים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
3 times. Shema Yisrael.
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Again, 3 times. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto
Le'olam
Le'olam
Va'ed.
Baruch
Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
7 times. Adonai Hu Elohim. Adonai Hu Elohim. Adonai Hu Elohim.
Adonai Hu Elohim. Adonai Hu Elohim.
Adonai Hu Elohim.
Adonai Hu Elohim.
Adonai Hu Elohim. Adonai Hu Elohim. Adonai Hu Elohim. Adonai Hu Elohim. Adonai Hu Elohim. One more time.
Adonai Hu Elohim.
The Lord, He is God. Amen.
Amen.
Good.
And Tekiah
Gadol.
Gedolah.
Good enough.
No,
Good
it's
enough.
not. It's not.
You did it well last time.
Yeah, can I?
Yes,
it's
do it again.
okay.
Do it
One
again.
more time. Do it again. Why not?
One more time.
One more
One more
time.
I
time.
gotta breathe.
Deep
Lick your
breath.
lips. Lick your
Still
lips.
better